could not. 1860, and put bricks on the dirt floor. So the country got rid of the only fireplace and bought the stove. And then he bought the ice box. They did not have ice box. They had ice box. Now, as you come in, you look over the floor over there, and you see the original wood block. All 97 frontier kitchen and the long tub underneath the table. On the table, you see a series of irons, 5, 6, or 7 irons. She's going to the camera station. Be sure you don't touch anything, please.
Angela? Angela? Oh, you're smiling good. You want to go climb that tree, doll? There's Sydney. Yeah. Let me get that tree. What is that little room? They just got a bug.
Bob. He came down from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He brought cousins and a brother in this area. If you'll notice, the frieze work is the heart and the air and the egg and the dart that stood for life and death. The palm and anthony in the bottom row stood for friendship and hospitality. This was sugar, molasses, marble base, and horsehair pressed into 4-foot sections and put up onto cypress. And this would have all been painted a brilliant white, and the columns up the side of the windows too. And with the windows open in the summer, Queen Victoria, if you know anything about Queen Victoria, believed that it was disgusting to smoke cigars, but it was all right to dip because she did dip. Little ladies could dip.
And glass, very that country in the house in 1797. And this middle section of the house that we're coming into was built in 1836 by Sheriff Stephen Howard of Vicksburg. And the last section, for those of you who just came in on progress, this section was built in 1849 by Mr. John H. Bob. But when you come back into this section of the house, Vicksburg was a rough and bawdy riverboat town in the 1830s. This was a terrible place to be. We were overrun by slave traders, gamblers, dens of iniquity, every kind of violent act known to man was going on in this town. We had a worse reputation than New Orleans, and we even had a 9 o'clock curfew, if you can imagine this. They actually had to get out of Vicksburg Day, where the local sheriff and some local honchos got all these gamblers and these highwaymen all together, and they hung a bunch of them right up here where the muffler shop is on Clay Street, and they're hanging those, and they tied one of them to a log and sent him to drift out of the Mississippi River just 6 blocks away, and he turned up alive in Natchez, Mississippi, if you could imagine that. That's a dueling pistol and a sword cane from the 1830s, and I'm ashamed to admit both of those are family pieces. And the last duel ever fought in the United States was fought in Vicksburg, Mississippi in 1898, so it's something that stayed with us a good length of time, right? Now, everybody here remembers the expression flash in the pan, right? Most people, that's okay, honey, you got it. I won't step on it. Most people remember that expression thinking it has something to do with the early photography, you know, where the camera went off and the flash went, you know, it doesn't. It actually comes from the flintlock mechanism off of the pistol or... Wonderful. What did you do with it? I just shot the stick across the room. I love it. Is it broken? Yes, that's why it caught in the thing. All right, all right. Oh well, let's just turn you around and try you this way. At the time of the Civil War, the soldiers even took these with them on campaigns because they were cheap, easy to carry. You always had grease from frying the salt meat and all that good stuff, and you could just hang that anywhere in the tent. But in Vicksburg, people were taking these out to their siege caves, and there were about 500 of those caves all around town. And what they were doing is they'd stick them in the wall, and they acted like a wall sconce, right? You could light that, it would smoke up black for you. Now, when the Federal soldiers took us over